Russian dictator Vladimir Putin may conduct his first nuclear tests since 1990 in response to the West's permission to use long-range missiles to strike Russia. Well, there is the possibility, of course, that Putin will decide to send some sort of nuclear message, whatever that means, such as testing a nuclear weapon in an attempt to intimidate the West, obviously, and this can be a sharp escalation, some say. Experts in the world are like, oh my God, Russian nuclear tests. It is again going to mark the violation of a number of treaties that Russia and the West have signed over the past decades. Again, oh yeah, so these are Western red lines, which Russia again violated and spits on them right now, openly. And what does the West do? Exactly what Putin wants. Gets intimidated. Western analysts fear that the Russian Federation may strike British drones and military aircraft near Russia, such as over the Black Sea, and possibly launch missiles at F-16 military aircraft equipped with Storm Shadows missiles at bases in Romania and Poland. Analysts, as usual, say one and the same thing. They warn the West it does not really know where Putin's red lines are. Experts say, I quote, allowing Ukraine to use Western weapons with the help of Western satellite imagery and Western military advisors is something that very closely infringes on Russia's vital interests. So experts think people are wrong when they say, well, nothing is going to happen, let's just do it. End of quote. Dear experts, correct me if I'm wrong, but Putin starts a war. Putin crosses each and every imaginable Western red line. Putin sets new set of his own Russian red lines not to be crossed by the West. Behind these red lines, Putin murders, rapes and burns Ukraine safely. Putin. Looks like Putin is a legit authority in the West, as he decides, obviously, for it how not to react to whatever he does. So you're absolutely right, experts. After we use Storm Shadows, something is going to happen, hopefully, finally. Something else, something different to what is already happening every day from the day 1, 24th February 2024. Our Ukrainian civilians, men, women and children, die every day. But that, I suppose, can be neglected, right, in your analytics, as it does not infringe Russia's vital interests. So we hope exactly on that, to infringe Russia's vital interests, to storm shadow them, to Taurus them, to burn them to ashes. You see, experts, to infringe Russia's vital interests is the whole idea behind Western weapons. After Russia infringed Europe's largest country's vital interests by annexing its land, murdering its people. After Kharkiv and Irpin and Bucha, with dead Ukrainians thrown at the streets as rubbish. If that would happen in Europe, would that be an infringement of Europe's vital interests, you think, experts? If you, God forbid, find your wives and your husbands raped or dead on street of Vienna, for example, Berlin or Paris, is that an infringement of your vital interests or not? We did not start this war, Putin did. And expertise like yours, dear experts, is exactly what he needs now to make the world forget about it. With such experts like you, Ukraine would have lost this war 2.5 years ago. As instead of weapons, you would obviously gladly send Ukraine some water, to wash the blood off our streets.